Well, hello, welcome to ILoveGay today. We're jumping back in the world of motorsports, auto racing, and so forth. Who knew? And we are here with Zach Herrin in Greenville, South Carolina. How are you, Zach?
I'm doing great. It's as well as anyone I feel like can do in today's America, but we're here and healthy. So thank you for having me.
A lot of crazy stuff going on right now. But no, I've enjoyed because especially in the world of NASCAR and racing, we've come to meet and interview a few folks at Travis Schumaki and others, and it's very fascinating because I've always thought it interesting that when it comes to the world of NASCAR, a lot of folks are thinking there's an LGBT angle to that, and you guys really bring that to the forefront in an amazing way.
It's surprising for myself, honestly, at times. There's a super neat little Facebook group called LGBTQ plus NASCAR fans. I think there's just under 100 people on it all across the country. So I actually get to get in there and chime every once in a while with them. So there's a community and it's growing. And NASCAR is driving in a new direction, and I'm proud to be along for the ride.
But when you talk about groups, also there's an organization, Racing Pride, that I know you're an ambassador of, and that's worldwide. They have a very strong presence in the UK, but that's also it's very visible, and I love the fact that you guys are all part of that.
Yeah, Racing Pride recently made their ventureship into North America as part of me and a few others for their
Yeah.
first group of American ambassadors. So we're still trying to navigate what we're going to be doing here to advance inclusiveness within motorsports within America, but we've got a lot of great stuff that we're kind of imprinting that they're already doing within the UK.
Yeah. Well, what's important is that so you're a NASCAR driver. You when you and I even first connected, I knew you were looking for opportunities and sponsors and brands and so forth. But as you were saying at the beginning, it's an interesting time here in the U.S. and you've been so fortunate, I think, and it's unique too. Lambda Legal is your sponsor, and I love how they look on your car.
I have been extremely, fortunate and thankful to have, with all of my partners, Lambda Legal, Rebuy Engine, and Quick Quack Car Wash, to see the importance of supporting and true allyship, which is really uncommon in today's America, especially for the LGBTQ youth of tomorrow.
Yeah.
For, for being one who felt silence, chasing a dream within a career path that I wanted to, having not been welcomed there and finding myself walking away from everything. I don't want that. I don't want to be the first. I don't want to lead the way. I don't want to be the last. So we can create a space that's more inclusive and welcoming for all. Then it allows everyone to always continue to shoot for their dreams and see that there's opportunity to grow and go after those.
Yeah, but it's so interesting, even over the last week between Anheuser-Busch with Bud Light and then, the LA Dodgers, if anybody's caught that story, and then Target now as of, last few days. But again, traditional sponsors of what or potential that you could have gone for. But Lambda Legal, stepping up to the plate, they're working with you because they see an opportunity also, I think, in reaching LGBT folks in Florida as well, right?
Yeah, I think, well, first of all, when we kicked off our partnership, there was no better place than to go to Florida at the start of the NASCAR season for arguably one of the biggest sporting events of the year in America, the Daytona 500 weekend. And for us to make a stamp that I'm there, we are gay, and
Yeah.
we are going to make a place for ourselves within NASCAR was really kind of what pulled this partnership together. But
Yeah.
Lambda Legal is really on a new path of rebuilding the brand. There's a lot of people within our community that don't really know what Lambda Legal is, nor what they do. And that's that they're the last line of defense from these laws passing. Without Lambda Legal, who knows what this country could look like for our community. So
Yeah.
it's really important for us all to recognize what they do and support in any way we can. If that's, financially supporting to their nonprofit to continue fighting these laws in the courts across America, or that's, just sharing some stuff online, letting more people know about what Lambda Legal is doing today and how we can all help each other for the future of our community.
Well, on a personal note, you're in good company. I used to work with them on some projects 10 years ago when I first moved to New York, and their office, of course, right on Wall Street. So I used to go down there once a week, and it was I really enjoyed their team.
Oh yeah, Kevin Jennings, their current CEO, is just an absolute amazing human being, and the entire team there is just it's so heartfelt and amazing what they do. So yeah, it's really a great group of people.
But this has been your whole life, right? I mean, I was even reading an article in the Advocate that with an interview you did, and but you were always involved with racing and also various shapes and forms. And but you kind of, a lot of it said you took a decade away from the track and now you're back. So but yeah, you've been doing this kind of all your life.
Oh, I started riding a motorcycle when I was 2 years old. So not long after I was walking, I was riding. And that's just part of growing up at the track. I have an older brother who still races professionally and has gone to have an amazing career here in America and throughout the world. Um, so it was something that was a weekend hobby for my dad that turned into a family passion for all of us. And I started racing professionally at 16 on two wheels. So I was racing super bikes at the time, and having my parents, financially contributed everything for not one child, but to have done it for a second child was a really a big struggle for all of us.
Yeah.
But I got to a point where, that was a job. I had a job to do. My entire life at that point had been sped up. So I'd never had the opportunity to focus on my mental health, my personal identity away from the racetrack. It was just, you go out there and do your job. And then when you get off, you get back to the shop and whatever you need to do better the next time. So it was turning into something that I was hating, day by day, and I was dealing with, having no community and no group within that environment, and constantly being the end of the jokes that I, just had to deal with and, kind of move on. So from there, I was able to step away from everything and focus on me and my personal identity that I knew was always there. And then that led me to coming out to my family and close friends, and from there, slowly kind of getting more back to the racetrack. But selfishly, all of this was to continue chasing my dream, to get my life back on the track, to go after these wild dreams that I still have today. But as I'm learning, there's a lot more that could be done, not just for myself. I don't want to be the first. I want to make sure I'm not the last. I want to create a space for everyone that can feel welcoming, no matter what they want to do within this industry, if that's just be a fan or work for NASCAR or a team, or they want to drive. The box, the box is broken. Go beyond the box. You can fit, you can chase your dream no matter what.
Oh, I love all that. And I'm very much looking forward to meeting you in person. You and I are both going to be down in Dallas in September for the Unleashed Expo that's in conference going on. So I look forward. I think you're speaking there, right?
Yeah, I am. I believe I'm kicking off the event on a Friday. But super excited to meet you and everyone else, part of the community. I'm kind of new in a way, so I'm getting to meet all these amazing people that are also advocating and wanting to help and further educate everyone. So I'm super excited for all of that.
Well, excellent. Well, I look forward to it. So, but mostly just thanks for taking a few moments of your time and sharing some of your story with our audience here.
Yeah, likewise. No, thank you so much. It's an opportunity I don't get to do often, which is speaking to media within our community. So I get really appreciative and thankful for it. So thank you.
Thanks, and see you soon.
Bye.